The reality of virtual particles. Have you ever pressed your hands against the silence of a quiet room? Not just heard the silence, but felt it? If you press in with your mind, not your hands, you might sense it. A faint, universal hum. A vibration that was there all along, hidden beneath the threshold of hearing. Most of us are taught that the universe is made of atoms, and atoms are made of particles, electrons, quarks, all the familiar building blocks. We imagine them as tiny, solid balls, or perhaps buzzing little points of light. But that picture, it's a beautiful lie, a comforting fairy tale for a universe that is far, far stranger. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the deepest, most magical layer of reality. We're going to talk about what empty space truly is, and we're going to meet the most ghostly, paradoxical, and powerful entities in all of existence. We are going to talk about the reality of virtual particles. Let's start with a thought. Imagine the most perfect nothingness you can. A void, a region of space where every atom, every photon of light, every wisp of energy has been scooped out. Absolute zero. Perfect, sterile emptiness. Classical physics would have said that this is truly nothing. But the quantum world, the world of the supremely small, laughs at our classical ideas. It tells us that this nothing is the most something thing there is. This void is not empty. It is a seething, bubbling, frenetic ocean of pure potential. Physicists call this the quantum foam. Think of the surface of a boiling cauldron. Bubbles form and pop in an instant. In the quantum foam of empty space, what's forming and popping are not bubbles of air, but bubbles of reality itself. Particles and their antiparticle counterparts are spontaneously winking into existence, dancing for an unfathomably brief moment, and then annihilating each other, returning to the underlying energy from which they came. These are virtual particles. They are the universe's secret heartbeat. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, that sounds like they're getting something from nothing. That can't be right. It breaks the laws of physics. And you'd be touching on the very mystery that makes this so profound. They don't break the laws because they operate on a cosmic loan. The universe, it seems, has a kind of energy credit line. According to the uncertainty principle, for a tiny, tiny sliver of time, energy can be borrowed. A particle-antiparticle pair can pop into existence, but they must pay back the debt almost immediately by colliding and vanishing. They are evanescent, here and gone, like phantoms in the cosmic machine. We cannot see them directly. They are like the footprints of a ghost. We only know they were there by the impression they leave behind. And this is where the story gets truly mystical. Because these ghosts, these fleeting echoes of reality, are not just a curious sideshow. They are the very source of everything. Let me ask you a question that has haunted philosophers and scientists for millennia. Where does mass come from? Why does a proton have weight, while a photon of light does not? The answer lies with our ghostly friends. Take one proton. Inside it, there are quarks. But the mass of those quarks accounts for only about 1% of the proton's total mass. So, where is the other 99%? The answer will change how you see yourself and everything around you. That mass comes from energy. The energy of the virtual particle C. Inside that proton, it is not a quiet place. It is a thunderous, chaotic arena. Gluons, the particles that carry the strong force, are being exchanged, and as they do, they are constantly spawning virtual quark-antiquark pairs. The space inside a proton is a blazing maelstrom of virtual particles flashing in and out of existence. It is this incredible, frenetic dance that generates the energy which, through Einstein's most famous revelation, manifests as the vast majority of the proton's mass. Think about that. The solidity of your desk, the weight of your own body. Most of it is not from solid stuff. It is the crystallized energy of an endless, ghostly dance happening in the void within the atoms that make you up. You are not mostly matter. You are mostly captured light and motion. You are a symphony of nothingness, conducted into existence. But the magic doesn't stop there. Virtual particles are the universe's master architects of force. Consider two metal plates in a perfect vacuum, just two plain, uncharged plates placed incredibly close together. According to classical physics, nothing should happen between them. But in the quantum world, something astonishing occurs. The empty space between the plates is a busy highway for virtual particles. But because the plates are so close together, only certain types of virtual photons, the carriers of the electromagnetic force, can fit between them. Outside the plates, however, the full riot of the quantum foam can take place. This creates a pressure difference. The riot of virtual particles on the outside pushes the plates together, while the restricted activity on the inside creates less push. The result? The plates are forced towards each other. This is the Casimir Effect, a measurable, physical force caused not by any fundamental interaction, but by the sheer, active energy of the vacuum itself. We are literally harnessing the power of nothingness to move objects. It is, for all intents and purposes, a vacuum engine. This is not science fiction. This is a verified, observed phenomenon. The ghost in the machine is real, and we can make it work for us. And perhaps the most dramatic, cosmic role these virtual particles play is in the fate of the universe's most perfect traps, black holes. A black hole's gravity is so immense that not even light can escape. Its boundary is the event horizon, the point of no return. But what happens when this absolute barrier meets the unpredictable froth of the quantum vacuum? Stephen Hawking asked this question. He imagined a virtual particle pair spontaneously appearing right at the very edge of the event horizon. In their fleeting dance, one of the particles falls in, past the point of no return. Its partner, however, is left stranded outside. With its dance partner gone, it can no longer annihilate and pay back its energy debt. The stranded particle is set free. It becomes real. From our perspective, the black hole has just emitted a particle. It is glowing. It has a temperature. This is Hawking radiation. And over astronomical timescales, this slow, steady leak of virtual particles turned real will cause the black hole to evaporate, to fade away into nothingness. So, virtual particles, these ephemeral ghosts, hold the power to eventually dissolve the most terrifyingly permanent objects in the cosmos. They are the universe's ultimate recyclers. So, what is the reality of virtual particles? They are not particles in the way we imagine a tiny marble. They are more like verbs than nouns. They are excitations, ripples. They are the fundamental activity of the void. They are the mechanism by which the potential of empty space becomes manifest. They are the reason you have mass. They are the hidden engine behind certain forces. They are the slow, patient destroyers of black holes. This means that the solid, predictable world we experience is an illusion, a magnificent magic trick. Beneath the surface of every atom, within every cubic centimeter of what you call empty space, there is a universe of infinite creativity and energy, a cosmic dance of creation and destruction happening billions upon billions of times in the blink of an eye. You are not walking through an empty universe. You are swimming through a cosmic ocean, a plenum of pure potential. The air around you is not mostly empty space. It is a vibrant, energetic field, teeming with virtual lives, each a fleeting testament to the universe's relentless, creative pulse. You are not separate from this dance. You are a part of it. The mass that gives you substance, the forces that hold you together, are all gifts from this ghostly quantum sea. You are a localized storm in this quantum vacuum, a temporary eddy in the froth of reality, given consciousness to ponder the very void from which you came. It's the greatest story ever told, and it's happening right here, right now, inside you and all around you. If this journey into the heart of reality captivated you, if you felt that sense of wonder, then do me a favor, like this video. It truly helps the channel grow and allows us to dive deeper into these mysteries together. And subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the strange and the sublime. I want to hear what you think. What part of this boggles your mind the most? The idea that most of your mass is energy from the void? The fact that we can measure the force of nothingness? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. And if your hunger for this kind of reality-bending exploration is just getting started, if you want to go further down the rabbit hole and explore how this quantum tapestry weaves into the nature of consciousness, multiple dimensions, and the holographic nature of our cosmos, then I have something special for you. I've written a book that expands on all of this, called Holographic Multiverse. In it, we connect these quantum ghosts to the larger structure of reality, exploring a universe that might be a projection, a cosmic hologram. It's a wild ride. The link to check out Holographic Multiverse is in the video description below. Thank you for watching. Remember, the universe is far stranger and far more magical than you have been led to believe. Keep questioning.